which then means someone like Zipix in that case has to be a little bit more careful. Actually, I think it's Dupree that plays in that position, but
what a shot that is.
Dial 911 because you're going to need it. This is about to get hot and heavy.
I'm glad you said that. I thought you were going to say something else.
What else would I say?
I thought you said dial 911. It's going to be a...
Oh, no. No, sir. But, I mean, this, just to go back to that, I mean, it is something that is a hard thing to do on this map because it is two very important positions to play. Pistol underway, though. Roka pushed up toward the corner. He's going to be forced back quickly as FNX gets one. Ichiban tries to respond, but it's overwhelmed completely. And now it's a far passive hold. Already going to have the bomb down quite quickly from Luminosity's side, and despite not pushing forward, they have the man advantage.
Well, the bomb has been planted.
No kid as well.
Kill. This is okay, though, because they have got 3 players alive who are pushing up and making decent ground here as well. The Glocks are going to have a big struggle here. It's going to be Rick's taking down Taco as well. So CT's definitely still have a lot of footing into this round. Falling by towards Sean. He gets a double. And Shazam trying to fight back now, but he has gone down to 18 HP. This becomes a lot more difficult at this point. Without the kit, that smoke does assist him a little bit. Fake defuse trying to come in, but the round should be fairly secure now as Fallen does the burst fighter, finishing off there. So it's coming down to the 1-on-1 in the end. Not quite as close as LG were perhaps anticipating after those first 2 kills, but they do win the pistol regardless. You would assume now...
You might want to bring in some... Sorry, I'm telling producer Reese that he might want to bring in some napkins. I've spilled the old tea, not the new tea.
Okay. We spilled it on all the cables in the studio.
Yeah, it's all right. If we have a fire...
If it blows up, we'll be okay, don't worry.
Maybe it's a good thing someone dialed 911 on that phone.
Yeah, well, we go into round 2. Looking at the CTs... Oh, I was about to say maybe we didn't force buy into this after the money issues we saw before, but they're going to be... Shazam just on the Desert Eagle with no armor. Obviously, he's the all-player Japan once again. Seems like LG have been struggling tonight with these anti-ecos, but man advantage for the Americans. Now it's going to be Luminosity slowing things right down, just trying to find their next pick. Looking like they'll be favouring towards the inside upper halls here. They have got smoke grenades, so smoke down lower ramp, smoke towards connector, and try and take advantage of the rifles they have here. Scouting towards Fallen as well.
Roka's down below. Spammable position once detected. He's trying to basically play one and done. Reese is furious with me as he walks in and sees the disaster that I've created in the studio.
Yep. Fire warning.
Yeah, Shazam goes down, FNX, easy shot, and now they are going to spam it. Roka doesn't get taken down by that, though, and he's already going to overlook this. Cold Zero could get caught out. He does, Roka with one. We said it was a one and done. He nearly finds a second at the bottom of the ramp. But it's Taco instead. It's all too easy after that for the guns. Just Sean, low HP on Sue, but the Deagle's not going to find the shots.
Unfortunately not. That's the force buy from Echo Fox. Did get the first kill and one more after that. Looked like it got a bit hairy for Luminosity, but ultimately they do win the round with 3 players surviving as well, so pretty comfortable towards the end. Echo Fox presumably now on towards a full eco, maybe a couple of upgraded pistols. Shazam, he was the player that didn't invest with the armor. Obviously wants to get the AWP in that first gun round. That's obviously going to be beneficial towards him. We don't want to see him on the glass cannon once again, but we'll see what round 3 has in store. It's going to be Roka and Sean on those P250s. Rick's joining in as well, but Fallen opens things up. He takes down Shazam. And we go to round number 3, looking like a pretty easy day in the office for LG, but once again, taking a lot of damage there, but finding the kill with the MAC-10.
Roka rotating over toward B early, may try and confront with Taco, who did bring the bomb over to the top of the ramp. He's just set that back now because he can't afford to commit alone and give that up, as well as an AK, but fear not, because he's taken down Roka. And the last 2 CT players left inside of the site are trying to advance forward toward the ladder. Rix will play a closer angle. He's not able to find a gun under the corpse. FNX gets Sean. FNX needs to be aware, though. Rix is up close. Headshot potential was definitely there. He's down to 3. Fur on 1.
3-0 in favor of Luminosity. This is where things get very hard for Echo Fox. I normally talk about this, Matt, especially when you're the lower team and you know you've got your work cut out for you at a map like this, and you not necessarily have the coordination to hold off a team like Luminosity. You want to make sure you're doing everything you can to have the biggest possible chance going to this first gun run. They have got an AWP, but not a single kit. A distinct lack of grenades, no incendiaries. They have got smokes. I would say just take the full eco on both those second and third rounds and try and make sure you hedge your bets and have a very decent opportunity to actually lock them down with your utility into the first gun round here, but that's not going to be the case here. Going to be struggling. CT's not going hyper aggressive here. They have got one player towards the end of Ivy pushing in. It's going to be Sean. but quite a passive hold so far. Taco getting control of the upper halter. We'll see what Fallen can do with his AWP. Shazam watching the lower ramp.
Yeah, Shazam's going to try and play for the swing. This is the interesting thing, is out toward Ivy. We talked about this. Sean playing alone. He has to call for some support if he thinks that he's going to be pushed by one or two players, if it's going to be a fast push. And it's the two players at outer right now at quad, both Rix and Ichiban, that he's going to have to rely on. Shazam's going to rotate over early. This would give them the option with that AWP on the A side to get someone out toward Ivy, but they check it, they look away. Fallen second guesses it. Sean doesn't need any help. He's got two, and now their strength in A is actually quite good with the forward stance.
It's a very weird position to actually Fallen to check that corner, but not really check it. Just wanted to pick his nose round with the AWP. Potentially the AK should be doing that first while he holds the angle for him, but regardless, it's going to be Sean picking up two frags, and now they will be making their way to the inside side. Shazam just got flashed off, but Caldera takes him down. Still an opportunity here for the Terrors to get back into this round. We have got Roka on the bomb train. Listening out for footsteps, doesn't want to show his hand just yet, but has to at this point. Going to be going around trying to stop the bomb going down. Gets one kill and a double as well. Great work from Roka there. Very disciplined and gets the kill, but Caldera not done quite yet as he gets the kill onto the bricks. That no-scope would have been tremendous and actually given an opportunity to win this round, but it's not meant to be. Sean gets his third. And Echo Fox arrive on the scoreboard map.
This is the start.
Start they needed with double ops recovered as well.
It's the first gun round, more importantly, but the problem is now with the double ops recovered, yes, that saves the money into the next round, but it's a big commitment to run the two ops on this map, and they have the reset potential staring them down
That's the thing.
quite convincingly.
They didn't have grenades that round, so it's going to be a full reinvestment with grenades. Passing around some money, you can see no one's really got big cash here. Roka has got 3k left over. He hasn't bought a kit yet though, so we'll see how this one goes down, but the money's still going to be an issue if they do lose this round. We'll see what happens here. It's looking like LG will be setting up for more execution-based here. Maybe it's going to be a full wall of smokes here, but the bomb is heading towards inside for now. Maybe they'll be going down towards Pop Dog, I assume. But yeah, wall of smokes are coming down. Ichiban, he said he's the FPL player. Will he be able to hold off a full Luminosity execution now?
Ichiban in behind the E-box. Close angle to play, but he's going to try and work in his favor. Taco, oh, Achilles should have had for sure missed the opportunity as he had the nade out. He did pick up Cold instead, but it could have been two for the price of one. And now they find themselves heavily in a deficit. 4 plays on 2, and Taco's already watching the ladder. No quick flank. It's Roka instead that goes through Z connector. And Roka's actually made this probable because he's taking down Fur. Naded's going to do decent damage. Taco's extremely low, but Sean cannot find the angle with the AWP.
I have to say, I'm not a fan of Luminosity's approach here. Like, Train's one of the most difficult maps to retake on, and they're almost gifting frags towards that connector. Just running and jumping and playing a little bit carefree, I have to say, but still the round should be going in their favour. Roka without a kit does find a couple of kills here, but should be taken down now. Decent crossfire from LG. Taco to get this final kill. There it is. And that's going to be the reset for Echo Fox. I think they've got enough maybe to do a very clumsy sort of buy. You can see 5k on Roka. They could get an AWP out and try some upgraded pistols and hope someone goes big. It's a big order, but I don't think they'll be going for it. Still early days here on Train. They don't need to throw everything away just yet. There's some upgraded pistols for now. Roka getting the body armor. And that was the full execution from them. So that's the kind of play we expect from them. They know this team's going to be a little bit disjointed in terms of their setups and reacting to certain things. So just simple executions like that, sticking together, they should be winning the round. So good flashbang from the CTs. Cold Zero drops first, and there's actually 2 frags out of nowhere. Once again, LG struggling with these anti-eco. Seem like they drop frags pretty much every single time, and they have to be on the back foot. We'll see how this goes down.
Yeah, like you're saying about the jumping and overcommitting on that connector play, though, it does make me think that they're still not giving the full respect to Echo Fox. So Ichiban picking up the AK-47. Sean's going to watch from the bottom of the ladder, get up close with this P250. See if he can make anything of this play. No one's committing to it just yet. There are flashbangs on every player. I take that back, actually. Excuse me. We have this interesting 4-screen setup that kind of
It is interesting.
messes my vision. I thought it was a flash on Fallen. It's actually a decoy.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Thanks. I'm glad you agree, Henry.
4 on 3. Roka is the only player to drop so far for Echo Fox, but Rix and Sean, they're going to be on the P250s. It's Ichiban with that AK, so still pretty heavy advantage for the Brazilians here. Just holding up, waiting for any sort of CT reaction to come in, and it's FNX edging his way out towards outside, but Ichiban should get the kill. He actually doesn't land the last shot there. Takes FNX down to very low HP. That could have been huge. Another rifle would have been picked up, and the CTs really had a solid chance there. Sean Garris in decent position from Pop Dog. Maybe getting this kill towards FNX. Oh, I'm not sure if he spotted him there. We'll see how this one pans out. Fallen taking down Sean, but that potential has been taken away, and It looks like the round maybe a little bit too much for them at this point. Shazam getting FNX at a 2-on-1 now. Dealt with in the end, 5-1, Echo Fox.
Get that money falling. Get that. Nope, bank was closed.
Get that $300.
But 5-1, as we said, this is with that first gun round and then the reset immediately after. It's almost worst case scenario, more so because of the aggressive force stance that they tried to go for. Now they're limited once more to pistols. Luminosity could find themselves quickly at 6-1, 7-1 even.
This is the
if they're not careful.
The T side of Train as well. This is what we said going into this one. Dust too short. That's a map most teams can play. You don't need too much going into it, but Train is a different kettle of fish altogether. It's a very different start of CS5. And then once again, FNX gives away that first frag. I'm not sure how many times I'm going to say that on these anti-eco rounds. Just facing the angles by yourself against a potential stack is never advised. We saw it time and time again in Malmo, actually. A lot of teams struggling with that concept, but we'll see how this one goes down. It's going to be the one planted to the round. Still, finding that kill towards Sean and T-Spawn. He's done damage as well towards Itiban, so not really many options here for Shazam, although he has to
First got a shot into Shazam.
Shazam.
Ichiban desperate in this always. Not sure which way to look. Doesn't matter, there was players on either side. He goes down, it's all on Ricks. Please gift me a gun. That's all I can ask for.
Is that what he speaks like?
Please. I want some more.
You can't have any more. You're dead.
All right, 6-1.
6-1. You're absolutely right. And now finally the CTs do get some cash flowing here, but still difficult buy. 1 AWP. No head armor, of course. If you're wondering why that is, I think the AK-47's head armor is pretty redundant, so there's no point wasting the $350 on that. Might as well give yourself an extra smoke or a flashbang or whatever the hell you fancy. Double orb this time, so Roka and Shazam will be orping. You'd assume Sean actually would be on that double orb setup. That's with Roka joining in. Pretty poor smoke from the CTs towards Ivy there, but we'll see how Fallen reacts. He gets Shazam, that's the first orb drops. It's going to be towards Pop Dog as well, so he gets out unscathed as well. And now, once again, they need to wait for a CT reaction. There's tons of time remaining. And it's a CTs without diffuse kits, so now that man advantage will be trying to make something happen now.
Pop flash down so they can clear out the corner and try and peek toward the ramp at the bottom of the stairwell. But they're not going to advance on that alone. Bomb still dropped all the way back toward T-Spawn as well, so they have to go back and retrieve that at some point in time. As Fur takes the initiative to try and spray down through and just catch anyone off guard, but Ichiban's gone far more passive inside. Rather outside. The inside-outside thing is really going to kill me on this map, but outside.
What's confusing about it?
Well, I was going to say back inside of the site, but it's the outside site. So if I say inside the site, it sounds like it's the inside site.
Right, that sounds like you're confusing yourself, but...
Yes, it's true, Henry, but I do this to myself a lot.
Okay, anyway, 40 seconds remaining. They are showing some presence towards inside. Molotov's there, but the bomb is still down towards T-Spawn, so he'll be looking like an outside play eventually, trying to peel some CTs away. They have salvaged the secondary orb. Sean's picked that up. But it's going to be the outside side as the heavy area contention. This is actually perfect play from Luminosity. They've got all the CTs now on the retake. I think Sean picking that first kill now. He's in a decent position. Takes down Taco. And he knows he's behind E-Box. That shot could have done it, but it's going to be FNX finding the kill onto Ricks.
We tried, Sean. Fur comes around. Perfect timing. All the way through the B site, cleared it out.
7
Sean's
seconds.
gone, but it's Ichiban, and it is exactly that. 4 seconds. He's got to try and hold this plant.
Ooh.
Ichiban's got fallen, but he can't deny cold zero the plant. So it does come down to the one-on-one. And finally around from Ichiban, where we can start to see exactly what this man is made of, but Cole holds true. And now it does go to 7-1 for Luminosity, and the money problems continue to persist for Echo Fox.
You're absolutely right. Ichiban, had he won that round, it would have been godlike status for him. A desperately needed round of that, but Echo Fox now back into Eco by the looks of things. They're going to be on the CZs. It is 7-1. And it was getting exciting there for a second. That would have been crazy for him to pull that round off, but Cold Zera, the Iceman, does manage to be strong here in Fur. Not giving it the first frag this time, but he does give one away at least. Ichiban takes him down. It seems like this is a... Why does this happen every single anti-eco? I really don't get it. How many times do they have to claw their way back into these rounds to learn their lesson? But still, it's fine. 3-on-3 with the rifles as well. Taco's made his way to the inside site. He will be dropped though from the upper ramp surely by Roka. Bang, there it is. Once again, on the back foot. I'm ready finding myself a bit confused as to why LG are so carefree on these rounds.
Cold Zero is going to hold AWP in a good position. Does go for the fast face toward lower because he could have gotten pushed, but still he wants that second shot. He's trying to lure out the player inside Z connector and bring this back to a 2 versus 2 because Ichiban now getting Cold Zero means that FNX has to clutch this. And Echo Fox in an improbable situation finding what could be their second round when it was against all odds. And does he check control? No, he's going to overlook this. Rick should get the jump on this. The problem is, how does he detect him at this point in time? As soon as that bomb's tapped, he'll surely peek this.
Surely.
Always. I thought FNX was just going to go up there on his own. Here it is, the peek. Rick's a second. There it is. Denied. Well done. Good patience, and they didn't overcommit once they had the man advantage.
It's just Fur running out main by himself. That he does it on every anti-eco for some reason. He's died the last 2 times to do it. This time he gets 1 kill and drops, gives him the rifle. It's not really the way you want to play those rounds. They're obviously going up against lesser opponents, maybe feeling a bit too comfortable. But still, I feel like throwing away those rounds is a bit embarrassing for anyone involved. We're going to number 10. I'm not sure if this is full. Can I have scoreboard up quickly, please? It's not a full force by LG, so they're going to be just doing the partial with scouts, tech 9s, and going to have a little bit of utility here as well. So focusing towards Ivy and Pop Dog here, trying to split the outside bomb site. And the bomb still down towards T-spawn, so we'll see what the plan is here. The CT's holding up, don't want to give anything away. Nice little crossfire towards the backtracks and towards Ivy instead.
Sean's going to fall away. As he does, though, they get closer and closer. Fallen with a great shot from the scout. Ichiban goes down, and Taco comes around onto Sean. That flash was designed to push him back into a position where, in an angle where the Tech 9 was favorable, but Roka's got one back. AK-47 for him, favorable, but still down a man. And Echo Fox have to find a way to make this work. Bomb's going to rotate as well back over toward A main, but Rix is there to greet it. Good find from FNX. And suddenly it's all down to Roka.
Okay.
So it looked like finally they done work to Luminosity to give themselves a chance to get back into the half, and then it's denied.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Look like Luminosity were out of options there, but it's fallen. It comes in with that massive scalp shot at main, and then once Luminosity found themselves in the backtracks, it's making the tech lines come to life there. CT's have enough to buy into this one. I think they have to at this stage, this round. Well, this game, I should say, is running away from them slightly. 8-2 now on the CT side. They're going to have 3 M4s, 2 pistols. It's enough, but with no defuse kits and 1 smoke. They're going to have to push. They need to find something here. They can't just sit back and allow another full execution to come in. So pushing inside right now, you can see that's going to be, I think it's Roka. Yeah, but he did push in that lower round, trying to scout some info there, but decided to fall back. He's only got the Deagle. And now Luminosity, probably aware, have heard the Deagle shot from 5. Could be Ichiban. They can't even flash him into main. He's just have to walk in blind, hope for the best here. Doesn't spot anything now, so they're not really gathering any intel here. They are advancing certain positions. Shazam in towards Pop Dog.
Fallen's going to go on this. The pop flash was actually perfect, so it does get him down the ladder. And now it's a scary reface for Shazam, but he's got a rifle up close. Fallen's got the angle held.
It's got his number. Takes him down 5-4. Shazam's wondering what the hell just happened there. He had the advantage, I'd say. But now Luminosity making their way towards the inside site. And you can see it's going to be FNX with that outside bait. He gets a lovely shot onto Rix as well. Shazam answering back, and now Roka finds a Deagle shot. Something to work with here.
Roka with the Deagle is pretty fearsome. Bird does get him down, though, but inside of the site, more importantly, they get the second man. So the player on B goes. It gives them a 2-man advantage, but Sean's got the bomb. Had the bomb, I should say, but now he's aware that it's been picked up, but he's given away his position. FNX behind him. They were completely swarming on him.
Well, that should be now a full eco for Echo Fox. And 9-2 comes in, and we're going to see what their options are here, Matt. Would you be forced behind this situation? Let's say you're Sean right now.
No.
No. Even when it's 9-2 right now, you don't want to...
How many rounds is against them? 9-2. It's 2 rounds against them. No. You force by here, you're going double eco.
I agree. That's wanted to test you. I'm trying to make you think like a CS professional, so you're not at the 1v1s.
Oh, geez, that would hurt my brain. Wait, an ACS or EUCS?
Both.
Okay,
So
right.
UK
If I think
CS.
like EU, it's fine.
UK.
Show me now. Cold Zero's going to take down Ichiban. 5 versus 2, and Shazam's going to drop immediately after. So, yes, they did have to stick to these pistols. Sean gets 1 just for the sake of it, but Cole with a fast shot before the flash is able to get him down. It's the decision they had to make, and now they're, again, just barely going to be able, with only the $2,400 that came in, be able to buy up in this round.
So M4's definitely no ops there. Sean, he knows he's up against the ropes there, deciding how he buys into this one. Knows he needs maybe a couple of incendiaries, a smoke. He's bringing up the body armor, so they've got 4 smokes and some flashbangs, no AGs, and we'll see how this one goes down for them. This should be another simple procedure for Luminosity. It's just so they're double orb setups are being brutal right now. Here's the reaction from the terrorists, though, pushing on that lower ramp, trying to find that first kill. Decent flashbang from Taka, though. There's actually 3 Echo Fox players towards inside, Roka towards the upper platforms. They're just trying to get a pick here, then they can fall back. They're trying to force a pick. Taco, maybe the first man to drop here. Does spot 2, but is replied straight away. 1 kill, but Cold Zero is there to help him out. Still equal exchanges so far, 3 and first. Somehow has got in towards connector. I have no idea how he's done that, but it's happened. And this is just a nightmare now for Echo Fox. Surely that kill coming in for Fur, but he's whiffing all the shots. That shouldn't be happening. That's not part of the script.
Shakespeare did not write mistakes, Henry. If it's in the game, it was there for a reason.
Right, good point.
It's always a masterpiece. All the world is a stage, and CS is a virtual reality.
Yep.
Don't know where I'm going with that.
I don't know why you're going. You're grasping the straws, but it worked. I liked it.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. You were making me think like UKCS. Now I'm producing like UKCS.
You've got that UK brain going on. Anyway, number 13, Matt, 2-on-2. Sean has been the player actually keeping him alive in some of these rounds. FNX, great position. Fallen drops.
Oh, easily spotted him.
No.
Saw his hand again, saw his hand third time, tries to take his hand off, doesn't work. But the nade, no, sorry, bounce. Oh, he actually almost walked into it and made it do enough damage. He had 46 HP. He's got to lob that into his feet. It might have done it, but he gets the kill regardless, down to the 1-on-1. And FNX has to pick up bomb. Sean knows it, 13 seconds, but he's aware of his position, and FNX just holds it.
That's a lovely shot from FNX. Matt's just starting the studio and he's enjoying himself.
Don't ever put me on camera when I'm doing this thing, Reese, or I will kill you.
This is very private and intimate what we do off camera, so don't ever put that on.
That's true.
Round number 14. It looked like Echo Fox had a great chance in that round, but I'm not sure how they got in towards connector and detector. I didn't even see it. I wasn't even aware of that going on. But it happened, and luckily for Echo Fox, a massive whiff came in from Furbert. Or is it FNX? It's one of the two.
Throw away one Dragon Lore for the other.
And now we go to number 14, another eco. This game is over, Matthew, I have to say, but we want to see where Echo Fox can, because they can find 2 more somehow with these pistols. There's still hope. Still a chance.
The thing is, we would never know if we were on camera either. Look behind us.
This is the screen, right? So we would say.
FNX.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not the screen. There's no previous screen there. Takes down Roka. Shazam has FNX in turn. It's the pistols that get the trade. Watch Ichiban come back in. Fur didn't land the shot at all because there was a slight flash that obscured him. And now Shazam is the upper angle. This is still favoring right now onto Echo Fox in terms of manpower, but long angles, and it's an AWP and an AK.
Why does it still look the anti-ecos are like the most effective rounds here for Echo Fox?
Because LG is playing them carelessly and over-committing to so many situations.
It's always 1 by 1 though, but Cold Zera still up against him with 2-on-1. You don't really know how it's going to go down. He's got plenty of time to work with as well. 1 minute on the clock. The CTs do have the bomb, but only have 1 rifle to play with, so Cold Zera definitely could punish them now. And we'll see what this opens up. First shot comes in, does some damage on towards Rix, but doesn't find the kill just yet. Are you ready?
Yes. Flash in. Cold Zero wants to go down. Bomb still on the sidewalk. Has to open this angle up, but they're playing together a buddy system. This could change it, though. A spot shot gears first. Sprays him down. He has to know Rix is close. Fails to jump to the top of the bomb train, but still has the movement. Can he find Rix's angle, though? Back's going to be exposed, and it's an easy shot. 11-3.
And once again, Luminosity struggling on those anti-egos against 5 pistols there. Somehow Echo Fox do find the round. It seems that's what they have most of their success. But Cold Zera definitely gave it a good go in the 3 versus 1. This wasn't meant to be Rix with decent positioning to win the round with the CZ. They find number 3. Number 15 comes in now. Double AWP set up for the CT, so they get 11-4. Game's not over. Maybe prolonging the inevitable, but still not as disastrous as it could have been. Now, early outside aggression coming in here from FNX. He does actually do a ton of damage on towards Sean as well. And Shazam does really fun. Oh, what?
That's a...
Oh.
Get tilted. He's going to die here. Not going to...
Oh, no.
Well, he didn't like the last one, but that was 2 shots he easily should have had in that position. So, not looking great from Shazam. Looking better from Roka. With the elite build AWP goes down on the site though to Fallen, and it will be 12-3.
It will indeed. And yeah, they never really got going. So they won the first gun round there, but LG had tons of cash after those 2 rounds of the SMGs and stuff like that. They full reset them, and it seemed like it was a continuous storyline. Every time Echo Fox got the 2 gun rounds they got hard resets straight after. So the only round they got after that was 5 pistols. And I have to say, LG, a little bit too cavalier for my liking in terms of their approach.
Cavalier.
To their approach to the Antigua rounds. It was just running out main by themselves or working out their pistols, getting a bit too excited, trying to get a bit frag happy.
Yeah.
And it kind of fell apart at that
And
point.
even in the post play, the round that you mentioned, I think it was the 5th or 6th round that they won, where they jumped in through connector and 2 players died, made it a lot more
That was nuts.
interesting.
Even though they won the round, it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like,
Roca nearly did that in a
it's
1
like,
versus
I
4,
always said,
basically.
trains on those
died.
maps. Like when you have the bomb down, you have the man advantage. That's such an impossible situation with the CT. There's like 100 different possibilities in terms of crossfires and potential positions they can be in. And that's like almost a guaranteed situation. If you're just running through and jumping through smokes trying to find the kills, like you're giving them a serious opportunity there. But still, they win 12-3, so you can't really argue with them. But
No.
We expected this on train, though, didn't we? We didn't really see this going any other way.
I don't think there was any other way it was going to go. I mean, it's not done yet. Let's not forget there could be a pistol round for Echo
That's what
Fox,
I said.
sort of roll.
I said 16-6 is probably...
Yeah.
They'll probably win the pistol, and then they'll get the 3-0, and then LG will finish it.
And every single time that they got one single round, they got reset. And it was like 4 rounds in a row, get 1. 3 rounds in a row at the start, win the first gun round. 4 rounds in a row, get around, reset immediately. 5 rounds in a row, I think it was, or something along, or 4 rounds again. 4 rounds again.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's impossible, especially on CT side where things are more expensive. No bomb plants to give you that bonus injection of money. You're never going to have a half with that situation.
We are getting into the second half then. We've got all these cool presets and some little things you probably haven't seen on the map before.
Please mind the gap.
Don't walk in front of the train, because that really won't work out for you. That's a good...
Unless you are the guy that turns into a rock from the Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember his name because I don't watch that movie. Didn't watch that movie.
The Thing? Is that it?
Maybe.
Yeah. Something like that.
Ichiban going to join 4 teammates down toward Ivy. Cold's aware of it and falls back. They have boosted for accounting for any potential smokes that were going out on top of the A side, but he can also try and deny the default bomb plant spot. This is a wrap that's designed, though, with 1 player out toward ladder. They can make a decision, and they may actually go down through CT. No, bomb's already out toward the A site. As FNX is going to drop. This is all the kills swarming in favor right now of Echo Fox. And Fur had to fall away from that ticket booth position. He's going to wait now towards the connector.
Yeah.
Bomb already planted. There's no kit. There is 1 kit. Taco just got it.
Straight up rush here from Echo Fox. Shazam finds the first 2 entry kills. They took a ton of nade damage, but it was working very effectively as a unit. Do get the outside plant down as well. As I said, 12-3, probably will win the pistol and get the 3-0. There's no reason for Luminosity to force by here, but still finding a kill here. It's going to be Taco. Should be him taken out now. Gets on the 15 piece. And the point I was just about to main map. We always talk about this. The second buy on train, you're 12-4 up. You don't need to force into this whatsoever.
Don't do it.
They're going to do it anyway.
You know what I always say, Henry? Screw it. Don't do it.
That's yeah. Look how much trouble that's got you in the past.
It's true. You're right.
So the force buy comes in. I have to say, like, obviously...
Oh, I remembered why. It's because I usually say, if you can screw it, you should do it. Yeah, that's right. I had that one wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, well, we've all learned something today. 12-4, and the point I'm making is obviously this game's a little bit hard to actually gauge as what their mindset is right now, but if you do have a massive lead and you set it on line, it's a big game, you don't want to be forcing up in the second round. You want to make sure you go in and just have that higher percentage chance of finishing things out cleanly and properly. You can see this isn't working out for them whatsoever. Now they're going to the first gun round with little to no money in terms of actually having the AWP and all that sort of cool stuff and grenades and defuse kits, and it gives Echo Fox at least a window to work with. So that's a bit of CS 101 for you. If you have any more questions, please tweet them at us. Sedicus will answer them.
I usually do, yep.
We'll be doing a podcast soon on all our pet hates of CS approach.
I'm excited. Cold Zero is excited for this 1v5.
This force buy worked out tremendously, I have to say.
That's perfect, wasn't it?
Yep. One player's gone down to 70 HP. That's Ichiban, the new boy.
Can I just say that this is actually really freaking cool? I have a tremendous amount of respect for Cold Zero right now.
Why?
Because isn't this, what's the name of this CZ? It's like the finish line or something, or Grand Prix.
Yep.
It's called Ayrton Senna. He's named it Ayrton Senna.
Nice.
Dude, how sick is that?
It's pretty,
Or hold on, hang on. Ayrton Senna. Let me say it correctly, first and foremost, to all the Brazilians that are watching.
pretty cool. Pretty cool. What would you name yours if you had a Grand Prix?
Fernando Alonso, obviously, if I was going to go that road.
So you'd name it after like one of the mid-range drivers, kind of.
Don't you fucking dare.
Whoa, man!
Dude, I don't even care. I'm so
ECS.
done with it.
I'm
He's
sorry.
8 points away from being a 5-time world championship. He won 2 races in 2008 in the shittiest Renault I've ever seen in my life. Don't get me started.
Right. I regret getting you started. Anyway.
I think he could have actually been one of the only people that could have rivaled Senna.
Right.
Him and Gilles Villeneuve.
Yes.
I've been told to stop swearing.
I'm not surprised. It's quite a professional league. I'm not sure why they put us on camera, but somehow we're here still. If they pull the plug, remember us and not our fate. As we go into number 18 here, Shazam is going to be picking up the kills with Mac 10. Simple round here. And 2 kills remaining to Sean. Pretty taken down here somehow. If Rix does find him. Fallen, the last player remaining. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Just draws out the game a little bit longer than it has to. I do believe Luminosity will be finishing off soon, but I think that's the scoreline they were looking for. 12-6 now, 3-0, as kind of predicted of into this. We'll see how it goes down going forward.
This is exactly what you were going to say with a possible scoreline, and now it's up to Luminosity to respond. They're still limited on cash because of that 4 spot, so they have to go to 2 FAMASas just to get out of the correct amount of utilities, and in doing so, it's still a glass cannon for Fallen, and it's still no kits. So you go back to that lead, and this exactly epitomizes what you were saying.
Yeah, it's just a complete testament to it, isn't it? It doesn't make sense. Obviously, like I said, it's difficult to treat this as a fully serious game, I guess. I know they've probably won after a 12-3 first half, but still, like, it would frustrate me being on the team. Even when you know you're going to win, I'd rather just end it as quickly as possible and just do everything you can to have a nice calculated victory. At 12-6, Echo Fox with a big advantage in terms of having all the utility and Fallen, like you said, glass cannon. That's the only advantage they've really got is Fallen, regardless, glass cannon or not. That guy's an absolute beast. A default round here from Echo Fox, just trying to clear out Ivy, clear out Pop Dog, see if they can get any real estate on the map before making the next move.
And we'll slow it down considerably. Cold not overcommitting to this Ivy position, but he's going to play it basically solo. It's FNX that has to try and be the second man to that position. But with 2 inside the B site, 1 already at Z, it's a very passive approach to this A position right now from Luminosity, and 3 players are going to get down Ivy. Cold has to spot this almost immediately and fall away. Takes a small amount, 11 HP. Of damage. Oh, that smoke may favor him. This is actually perfect because he's going to get in. That flash kind of counters it, but he's still got the chance to get here. He still has the chance to play this. Roka's getting close. They're going for the VP style play through the smoke, but he sprays down 2. 1 gets in behind it. Sean Gears to respond, but 2 for 1 in that situation from Cold Zero was huge, but Sean has better than that, and now Ichiban. They've distracted Fallen enough. That passive play, all they needed was to pull them back that far. And a good execution, actually, from Echo Fox, considering how abysmally it started.
It looked horrible. This is just testament to show they haven't really prepared on this map. That smoke just wasn't thrown correctly, and shouldn't really be giving 2 frags away. But somehow Sean does find 2 kills. 2 on 2 now, no kits for LG. Need to work fast here. It's going to be that 2-man setup on the bomb site. 1 player below heaven. That's the Ichiban given away. Taco finds that kill. Now Rix in the smoke. Surely they'll be checking this momentarily. He can't get away with this one for too long. He's going to get the first kill here, but now he'll be readjusting himself. And now he's got a real chance here, considering they don't have the kit. Molotov on towards the bomb as well. That could be enough to win the round. And like I said, no kits. And no nades to actually try and retake this. So Rix does enough. And we go a bit longer. 12-7. Well. Liquor was right. It was only old Henry, wasn't it?
Yes. Someone just asked us our opinion on keeping SMGs and something else. I think it was shotguns in round 4. I think that's the Jaden round. I'm a huge fan of it.
I don't think it has to be. It has to be.
It's situational.
It has to be done correctly.
Yes.
You can't just say, yeah, I'll just keep them. If you can readjust your setup and go a little bit aggressive and try and be surprising, then yes, absolutely. If you're just do a default gun round, then no. You need to have a clever in-game leader who can actually mastermind that setup, I would say.
So close proximity for Taco, bottom ramp, not even going to face it, not even going to peek it. Hopefully there'll be no flash to come down and catch him out in that position because the CZ. Desperate play. So once again, Echo Fox starting to get things rolling as well a little bit late in the game.
Yep,
But it all comes on the back of economy.
absolutely. 4-0 here.
2 players here in B as well. They've got Fur just behind Taco's position. No flash yet. They go in dry, and it's a bit of a problem because decent damage dealt. It's a lineup for Fur. He's going to get time to reload. Nearly gets on top of the bomb train and fully away from that position. But it's Rix and Roka that respond, and finally they get inside of the site. Fallen, good tag. Roka has to jump down. Thankfully, doesn't crater from that, but he's on 18 HP. And now the bomb will get planted.
Comes in the back, and now it's a 2-on-2, but once again, they don't have the kits, but Roka is very low indeed, and Fallen is looking aggressive. Doesn't hit that shot. That could have opened up so many windows for them. But still, a lot of work to do here. FNX does find the kill on towards Rix, and now it's going to be that low HP player I mentioned before. He finds a kill onto him, and now Fallen, just with that scout, he's going to have a very difficult time there. Surely he's going to find the skill. Surely.
He doesn't know that Roka's got 18. If he did, that easily would have been pistol.
Yeah, absolutely right. Finally, though, the CT2 gets some decent cash. I'd assume the double orb setup potentially. Cold Zera and Fallen maybe running those. We're going to see 5-0 here in the second half in favour of Echo Fox. Money is going to be rolling pretty healthily now, but it's a single orb here for Fallen. But this is lasting longer than I assumed. It was 12 in the first half. And that financial situation really has been a thorn in Luminosity's side.
Fur's going to play this close angle near the train. 4 players this time on the A side, all 4 of them back toward Ivy. And Hell, it's Fallen AWP that's going to play from that Hell angle. It's got Cold behind, who's again watching the Ivy, but 1 player on B has to call for a rotation. Taco can't hold alone, especially with that much aggression early on, but this is just Echo Fox trying to force the hand of the defense, trying to split them up just a little bit and get a read for exactly what's going on. Well-timed pop flash doesn't dink the wall, so they can easily get down ladder, and if anyone was there fully blinded, they would have been.
Well then, Echo Fox adjusting themselves. It's looking like they don't really have that set execution, the wall of smokes to work on. They're kind of running defaults, trying to get picks here, and then doing simple, and I have to say bad smokes added towards Ivy, for example. And it's going to be Shazam looking for this first pick now. He's going to be towards Ivy area. Smoke comes in. Actually, it's a huge control there. It's a really weird face from him. I don't know why you just go for that one. It's a very common angle that terrorists will hold, but he decides to shoulder peek it and gets taken down. This is a huge advantage now for the Americans. As FNX does reply, though, gets it Japan.
Good shot in return by Rix. Fallen can't take down. It was actually a reasonably easy shot because it was 2 players side by side, but he splits the difference. Threads the needle, and now Roka has control of the top Hell train. Bomb's going to try and get in a better position, but it's FNX that falls all down to Fur. 22 HP, overcommits, and Shazam is there. It's getting close now, Echo Fox.
Yep, somehow. It's a lot of mistakes being made by LG, I have to say.
Tactical timeout called as well by LG.
They seem to stop facing. It's like just allow Echo Fox to actually work for it a little bit harder. Like, it's obvious that they don't have the execution set. They're running defaults, waiting for Shazam to get a pick. He didn't even have to like try and force himself into a situation there. Just held up towards Ivy, like most AWPers will do at the start of the round, and Cold Zera faces for no real reason without the flashbang and gets taken down. So Tactical Balls comes in, and we'll see what the opportunities are here. I didn't expect it to come down to this. I thought, yes, we were going to see the force back from Luminosity, but I didn't think it'd be this detrimental to them. It seems like they haven't really recovered since that second round. Echo Fox, fair play to them. They've, won 6 rounds in a row now?
Yep.
Can we have a look at the scoreboard, see who the heavy hitters are?
If I'm not mistaken, well, you can see it on the overlay. That's why he left it there. But 11, yeah, 18 for Roka. I was going to say, if I'm not mistaken, it's Roka, and he's got $1,100. So this is a good situation. They basically got a buy in hand right now on the Echo Fox side. And as we know, despite the fact that it's a lost round bonus, it's the same situation. In fact, a better situation because they collected 6 rounds in a row, more than Luminosity gained. Same situation where they won't be able to buy every single round despite that bonus. And this becomes extremely hard for Luminosity to pull themselves out of. Well, so 1 and done would effectively tie up the game. They need 2 rounds in a row no matter what happens.
Yeah, you're right. So if they got 1, yeah, and then they get double eco coming in. They're gonna be, are they forcing this? No, surely not.
Why? I mean, they're leveling the buy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I saw Famous coming out. I was like,
yeah,
surely they're not going to force that round. But yeah, you're right. They just be the players. I never really understood this idea of balancing the books. Like, I'd say you're going to need money going forward. It's very unlikely you're going to win this round. I'd rather have that extra cash in the gun rounds and actually have something to work with, and have the option to drop people instead of having a Famas on this round, and that's what I'd be calling him, but, you know, Famas, you never know. Maybe he can go absolutely sick.
Smoke down on sidewalk as well as FNX wants to get that deagle closer. There's 3 players that have crossed that upper. So FNX needs to find the best angle possible. And he has to find it fast because they're approaching, and unfortunately he can't. Roka's going to get him in the open. Snaps to Fallen as well, who was way back towards Z-Hall, so good accuracy from Roka. Ichiban, the only one to take significant damage right now on this terrorist side.
Absolutely. I think it looks like Echo Fox will be getting double figures here, so looking incredibly strong after the 12-3 deficit in the first half. But
again, it's the CT sides, by the way, which for Luminosity are trash tonight.
Yeah, Dust 2 was very poor for them on the CT side. They did manage to claw their way back into this, but now Echo Fox have managed to do some sensational work here. After winning the pistol, they've just controlled the economy and made sure they're working together as a unit, and it's quite simple play, but it's been effective so far. It seems like Luminosity are giving a lot of key frags, maybe a bit of frustration coming in there. They've taken a pause now and didn't force into this round, but definitely didn't have to buy the weapons they did. They had a Scalp and a Famas. Luckily, they will be saving the Famas and body armor, so that's not too bad, but this is a change of pace now. I don't think we've seen a double orb set up on the CT side yet. It's just been Fallen that's been using that weapon. So here we go. Big one for the terrorist side as well. They've got 12k and 8k on Shazam. So tons of cash here. They'd be okay. Like you said, if people were to win one and lose one, that's a double eco. That could actually mean that they can get the advantage there. There we go, round number 23. Cold Zera will be going towards that aggressive play towards the inside. Upper ramps here. Ooh,
this is such a tight position. Spots the flash, though. That's the good news about that. Nade in through the window, because Cold's called that they're inside of the tunnel, so any damage they can get would be good, but the second flash more effective. Now he's locked in the corner. Re-peeks out, and Rix, he drills him. Perfect crosshair placement. Roka's got Taco. This falls apart again. Yeah. This is going to go 12-11, and now it gets even worse for Luminosity, because a reset now means not tied, it means game gone.
Yeah, just well-read from Echo Fox. I think they spotted him, and I think Cold Zera was aware of that as well. And he decided to get himself in a very difficult position, hoping he could just outskill them that angle. But it's opening frags coming in from Rix and Roka. They're working very well. That tag team combo in the upper halls there. Now they've got full control, waiting for the CT to react. It's going to be Fallen to make the next move.
I think he wants the M4.
I think he wants to go aggressive. I think he wants to face this. He wants to get that next kill in his favor. He needs to do something here. It's 5-on-3. There's so much time for the terrorists to play with, and that's the shot. Fallen gets taken down, and that's the round.
Done and dusted. 2 players alive for an FNX, who's gone. Ichiban finding him, and this is just brutal. They can't find anything to equalize. I mean, this is 2 straight rounds now. They haven't got a single kill, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think did they close one out at the end? Last round? I don't think they did.
Possibly.
I know Ichiban was on 7 HP,
but this, yeah, they're sweeping his first picks time and time again. It seems like they're either facing aggressively, looking for the first kill themselves and not hitting it, or they're just facing unfavorable angles and not really making the correct decision. So this is the round where Echo Fox will be taking this to 12-12, almost certainly, as the buy for Luminosity is going to be very poor this time. They're going to have CZs, and that's about it. We have got Fur on 6k. He could buy something. He's going to get an MP9 this time. So CZs and an MP9 and a couple of flashbangs. FNX has got some body armor.
Fallen, peeking from the ladder, not going to face all the way. Just trying to get information out toward aim, but Rix has got quickly toward ladder, and Ichiban already has the kill on FNX. Fur this time is going to be at Ivy. And he just gets torn apart from Roka, who sprays down now Cold Zera as well. All too easy, isn't it?
This is how you should be playing Antico. Staying together, fragging as a unit, not making sure one person's running out by themselves and dying and you've got no way of refragging it. Actually staying as a tight unit. It's quite a simple play, just executing at the same time, but they're covering all the angles they should be, smoking off the key points like we've got right now. Smart positioning. Taco is going to take advantage of that one, gets a run. And only kill they should be getting this round. But now it's going to be 9-0.
Insanity.
On the second half. 9-0.
Say it again.
9-0.
Taco's got 1. But that's all he's going to get in this situation. He might, well, okay, all right. If he holds this corner, he might get 2.
Maybe.
Best case Ontario. 12-12. 9 straight rounds for Echo Fox.
How many?
And Luminosity, 9 straight rounds for Echo Fox, and Luminosity cannot get anything rolling at all. This is impressive from Echo Fox and depressing from Luminosity.
Sure.
I mean, this is a team we talked about tactical prowess and consistency for so long. Where's it gone?
It's obvious the Echo Fox don't have the full executions, but that hasn't been a problem for them so far. Like I said, they're controlling the money. They're making sure they have the advantage in every situation. Their key players are finding those entry kills. They're doing standard defaults almost every single round.
What is this? Is this full tilt? Is this full tilt? Like Luminosity, 4 AWPs and an auto sniper. Is this?
Well, strap in map. This is going to be a bumpy ride.
This is the most. Roka has connection issues. He's going to restart his internet issues. We'll be giving a moment to let this sink in. LG, most consistent team, most disciplined team under Fallen's leadership.
5.
Either they have tilted and they're just saying, let's just go for it, or they say, guys, come on, we suck right now. Let's have some fun. Let's shake it off and reset. But this is.
4 orbs.
This is smart. So they know that because there is a timeout, they've all thrown their guns down in spawn, so that if they go to the stream, they can't see it.
Oh yeah, guys, we probably should have that online CS. Remember at PGL we had this? You need to have it all. We need to get overlay developed when this happens. Because people could do the old be right back, going to the toilet, and wait 2 minutes and see what the buyer's coming in.
That was super smart. They threw all their guns down to avoid that. The problem is that
but still, you can still watch,
they could still see it in the first couple seconds.
If anyone's on the stream, they message their friends, right? But that's the problem. No, get on to words. That's a solution you should do before you show the buy. Come to words.
Yeah. Either way, the buy that we just saw. Obviously, we can't talk about it either for the same purposes.
A bit late now, but let's keep going with it.
I mean, well, we didn't know it was going to be a timeout at the time, so there we could. But why? I mean, this is insanity. The fact that it is a best of 3, so they can drop 1 map, sure, but LG, one of the things that, the whole peaking issue, the motivation issue, they were such a hungry team.
Yeah.
Do you get the impression that maybe now that they won the major, they might, let off the gas pedal a little bit too much, lose the motivation, lose the focus?
I don't think it's the focus. They've still got another map to go after this one. Right?
Sure.
So it's not like they're
I'm just thinking about Malmo as well. And Malmo, they were trying to live run cash, but it seemed like they let their guard down a little bit, and that I would have excused, but it seems like there's been some inconsistencies.
Well, Malmo, right, they lost to Tyloo, and that's obviously an anomaly. They potentially didn't do their homework. They maybe underestimated Tyloo, and Tyloo were playing lights out CS and kind of unorthodox playstyle, something we weren't used to. It was like a game that will happen sometimes. It's not like that's going to happen every single time. It's not that Tyloo are a better team than Luminosity, but sometimes it will happen eventually. It's going to be a point where they will break them. I think it was just a very convenient situation for them. But I think Luminosity, I think it's like the curse. I think for Flower, we had this discussion in Sweden actually. It's like saying as soon as a team wins a major, that's when it becomes very difficult for you to actually find that motivation once again.
That's the top, right? Once you reach the top, what else?
Like when NIP won the major, you remember that's pretty much when it all went go downhill for them after that. That's when they started.
I think it's a huge motivational issue. Once
like
you're at the top of anything,
nothing's going to be as good after that, right? It's just like, wow, that's the greatest thing that's ever happened to us, and now we've got to go back to the online grinds, and we'll go into that. And maybe you feel like, okay, we had to work so hard for that. Do we want to kind of get into that right again? But I don't know. Some of the approaches to their rounds have been very questionable. Like obviously the anti-eco has been a massive issue, and some of their faces, like just in general rounds, like Cold Zero on that round on Frame, for example, that didn't make any sense for him to face that cold. Like it didn't. Oh, I say cold. I meant dry. But it's just a lot of weird decisions and a lot of poor CT play as well. Like they didn't seem to have the synergy. We're so used to them seeing, like you said, a very well drilled team, someone who's like you can rely on to be strong in almost every scenario.
I mean, Cold as well stuck on that corner, sits there for like 40 seconds. Didn't have the money to have like a Molotov or a smoke or anything to get himself out of there, but usually that's where you'd see the LG dynamics of saying, okay, I spotted 2. I'm going to fall away, go way back on the back of upper, and bring a
This is what I'm talking
closer.
about. There's a problem with online CS that you can.
Roka had internet issues.
I'm going to say that it's quite likely they may know that this was happening potentially.
Well, we are back into it, Henry G.
So we have got 4 AWPs and an auto sniper.
If this works.
Well, now that they potentially know this, all they need to do is just smoke up and flash over and lock them out of the round. I've never seen this before, at least in this game. It was a setup that I think it was even Master Sports Alternate Attacks used to roll very early days in 1.6. We'll see what happens.
It is going to be inner once again. They head toward. Look at this. No one there. No one up close. With this many scoped weapons, they're all the way back.
So they're going for a full inside execution now.
This is just ridiculous. Taco, only when they're auto sniper in hand. He's going to see the first smoke coming through. They're going to not even have an AWP towards Z to try and count them off when they drop down, and Taco's alone. Now they'll start to consider this possibility, but LG is just, I mean, this round's already, this is going to be almost impossible on a retake if they get toward the bomb site. And that's where they are. They can go for the plant. Quick tap. Sean Gary goes down. Taco might just do it. Roka's got one on Fallen, but Taco's tapping still. There's one on his left. It's Roka that's advanced, and he can't get there and reset his aim fast enough. Bomb now down, and it's 3 AWPs on a retake. Make it 2. Roka finally gets silenced by Fur, but this gets more and more problematic. More so because Ichiban's playing a pretty decent close angle. Flash resets him a little bit, forces him back slightly. But they're still electing to use these 2 AWPs. Caught on top of the train. Fur has to draw the CZ-75, and Ichiban now the last alive. Cold has got Shazam. If this works, dear Lord me. All right, whatever.
Zedekis had enough. I can't even imagine what the call is like. Guys, we're getting owned on these gun rounds, right? What do you think we should do here? What can we bring to the table that's going to revitalize the team? Have we considered 5 sniper rifles? No, actually. That's so crazy, it might just work. And it has.
It did go down to a 2 versus 1, which means a reset has occurred. It limits FNX onto the shotgun. Cold and Fur are just barely able to get out M4s. Cold's actually decent for money. But Fur was not the same. Now they go back to a standard play. Maybe that's just enough to tilt Echo Fox, get the momentum back for LG, but again, lose this, hit the reset, and it's pretty much all done.
Well, Shazam has been taken down to 6 HP. We've got H-Ban. But a creative nade there from Luminosity through the window above Pot Dog. Again, I don't know why LG have to do that. They've got no real reason to push through with their grenade and knives out, but Sean finds 2. Very decent work from him, to be fair. So massive advantage now for Echo Fox, and this will be a massive reset, as you just mentioned before. So they need to make sure they're very calm and calculated about this one. Don't give anything away. Massive opportunity for them to actually take trainer.
Yeah, this is big. Very, very big. It's an op and an auto sniper. Still up with out of the rifle of Cold 0, but Shazam's the only one that's done, or rather taken any significant damage. 6 HP for him. Ichiban has 70, Sean on 47, flashing. Cold caught in the open. Does manage to get his vision back just in time to find one. Meanwhile, Fallen got another. But it's still such a hard angle to hold 2 players out toward quad. Bomb is limited to this held position, though, so if Fallen can find the shot down the lane, it was all possible. But it's Taco instead. Auto sniper in hand, 24 seconds, and he tries to rush the bomb planter. 13-13 reset has just happened.
It has indeed, and it's happening very hard indeed, because now it's going to be Cold Zero, the only one of any money here. $4,400. The rest of his teammates hovering around 1.8k average. So Cold Zero going in with the CZ body armor, but Echo Fox making a very strong case here to take map under 2 here. And after a 12-3 first half, I can't believe I'm saying this. This is absolutely nuts. This has gone down. And the CD setups for LG tonight, maybe the major curse is actually in full effect. And what we've seen so far from since the major has been almost lackluster for Malmo. No problem for them. I thought that was just a one-off, but it seems like the team just isn't going to use themselves right now.
Rix has Fur gone. Not at all what we expected. Bomb still set back toward T-spawn. It's being watched out toward Ivy as well. They have pushed up FNX, but it's a waiting game with that pistol because he can't really play the long angle, so he's hoping someone walks down toward Ivy. Meanwhile, Sean Gare's going to take down Taco. Another round for Echo Fox, I'm afraid. At least at this point, it certainly looks like it.
Well, they've done considerable damage. Roka and Sean gone down to very low HP, but still, like I said, massive man advantage. Fallen will be pushing towards Ivy with a bomb. Should be planted momentarily. As this will be Shazam finding another kill here. Okay, Fox will be finding the advantage here, the actual lead and train, which is absolutely nuts. But they're playing as a very efficient unit right now. It's simple CS, but it's very effective, I have to say. Fallen, let's find 2 there with that P250. Surely not going to get any more than that. It would be an absolute nightmare for Okay, Fox has thrown anything away at this point. There it is. That secures things. Shazam gets his 3rd kill of the round. And some very quick ones at that, but the money's still not fantastic with the CTs. What do they do here, Matt? Do they take another partial buy on the chin here and play for overtime?
I mean, they're going for it. They've got 2 Mag 7s out already, but this is something different that we're witnessing this evening. It's Shazam back to the AWP, surprise, surprise, but where's Fallen going to like to take this shotgun? Not the traditional position where we don't really see it toward ladder. He's actually going to try and rush up close to A main. Taco's got his own, but he falls away, fades away to play a longer angle with it, surprisingly, but now he'll attack. And it works out because Taco's distracted long enough. FNX arrives as well, and suddenly, just like that, Luminosity have a thunderous approach to the round. Roka from a distance, his accuracy has been solid. He has been able to spray down FNX.
He's able to find kills there. Not going to happen.
Good
I was going to say, he could actually dent the CT economy there if he just found a couple of kills. So they went for the very simple play, trying to mix things up, trying to, once again, get in the heads of Luminosity, but they're going to hold strong. That great crossfire there, the Mag 7 on lower ramp, and there's some distraction coming in from the connector area as well. Managed to keep 4 players alive, and it's going to be 14-14. Still tons of money for Echo Fox, and the good news is for Luminosity keeping so many players alive. It helps them distribute the wealth properly now. I'm not going to have 4, well, they did 5 sniper rifles, as we saw before. A decent round. 1 open Fallen, 4 M4s, and we'll see whether they can find series points here. It's been a crazy game, I have to say. I haven't seen anything like this in quite a while. That's what we love CS map, because anything can happen. Can it not?
Definitely can. You can see those laser beams fired in toward that A main position. It's a crossfire set for both Fallen and Fur. Again, the 4-man stance toward the A site with Cold Zero watching out toward Ivy. It's not really a battle they've won, by the way. Ivy's normally about a 50-50. You use utility, you slow down the terrorist, you try and get the counter peek. They haven't won that once, aside from the round where they pushed through smoke and Cold got lucky to get 2, and they still ended up losing that one. So, Fallen with a big pick, though. Finally, LG with an early kill, a sustainable kill that they can slow things down with on this full gun round.
Sean has recovered the AWP from the fallen comrade Shazam. And Cold Zero listening out towards Ivy. He's Fallen to get his second. This should be the round tied up at this point. Fallen, once he gets this confident, he's just moving around, dancing on the map and trying to find the next kill. Has done a little bit of damage on towards Sean, but that's not going to be enough to take him down just yet. Round number 29, all on the line right now. Echo Fox have got the money to justify going for this one. Still not secured that. Trying to do what he can, but that's going to be it now. Just going to be Sean remaining.
Okay, lands and hits the shot on Fur. That one looked like he was going to go down. Easily misses that one, though, and that does it. That puts the icing on the cake, the writing on the wall, the nail in the coffin, cliche. 15-14, and they do get to map point first, despite severe struggles.
Indeed. 4 AKs now, which is back on the orb. They definitely had enough to buy into this, but it has gone the distance. I'm very impressed with Echo Fox just showing how you can get back into a game like this after winning the pistol. I thought, okay, well, they'll win a couple of rounds perhaps, but LG making some very interesting decisions in terms of the economy. Echo Fox capitalised, and here we are, round number 30 somehow. And for a team that obviously doesn't have much to work with in terms of strategies on this map, Sean has given some very effective calls here. It's going to be Cold Zero to find the first call. Ichiban was just trying to get some intel, Matt. He was so pure, so young, just wanted to get some information, and he gets punished.
So pure and so young, but tonight he's getting his hands a little bit dirty. Finally yes. Seeing true battle.
I don't know if he's young, by the way. He might be 30 for what I know, but, you know, whatever.
Doesn't matter, Henry. They're all young. They're best when they're young.
Yep.
Shazam down the ladder. It's Fur that's up close on the box. He's going to try and hold off this angle. They push through. He basically has it lined up toward A main as well, but there's no one else spotting. He's the only one aggressive right now in the A site because finally they're putting some pressure on this Ivy position. And even then they go passive. So Fallen had 2 players lined up. There's no utility deployed. If he had stayed even a second longer, he might have found the opening pick. Instead it's Shazam, but Fur finds 2. They don't detect him in behind the E-box, and there it is from Fallen. Roka may get 1, but it's now 1 versus 3. And it goes down to Fur. Luminosity take it in 2 straight games, but it was definitely not as easy as we would have expected this evening.
Very impressive stuff from Echo Fox. 12-3 down, and still somehow find something there to actually make it a 16-14 game. So I'm actually quietly impressed. Like I said, their strategy game obviously wasn't there in terms of they didn't have the deep kind of book to work with and go, right, let's do this strat, let's do this execution, let's go towards inside and do the Molotov strat. They were just working defaults and trying to work picks there. And although LG made some very poor calls in terms of the money, can't take anything away from Echo Fox tonight. That's the first showing we've seen of this lineup. Obviously, 2 new players coming in. Shazam is replacing Mo on a full-time basis, and it's what's his face?
Ichiban, who's replaced
Ichiban,
H2Z.
but that's a trial basis, I believe. That's
But
on the full-time thing.
I think he was reasonable tonight. On Dust 2, we found some kills. I think he was actually a little bit better on terrain even.
This is similar to what we saw the other night, though, like from Buzzer. So, like, you're going up against the current major champions. You've never played on this level before. You're an FPL player, and he said, "Oh yeah, can you trial for us tonight? Yeah, who am I playing? Is it like TSM or something like that?" No, it's just the current major champions. So don't worry about it. Just see what you can do.
I think he was reasonable. I think he has potential, and they should take some time to explore it. Sean Gears is the right mind in North America that would be able to guide him in the right position. I thought Roka played a much better game tonight as well. That was the most disciplined game I've seen from Roka. Now, again, I haven't seen as much from him as of late because obviously I've been busy overseas and whatnot, but there was a lot more discipline. He was actually playing off his teammates. He wasn't running and gunning.
I think him and Ricks were a great combo. Doing those bomb sides, it seemed like they were
true as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was working very effectively. It seemed like Sean knows what the strength of his players are, and he's actually getting them into favourable positions, and that was pretty cool to see. But I think there's more to come from this team. Obviously, this is very early days for them. Once Sean has time we've seen what he could do with that mid-2015 Cloud9 phase, and we'll see how that develops with Echo Fox. Hopefully, this will be something promising for them. But LG, you have to say, not really playing to what we're expecting out of them so far. Since the major, we said there's some teams find there's a curse in a major after winning it. Obviously, NIP.
I think it's just motivation drops. The only ones that were really good again after a major was Fnatic, and that's just raw skill. That's just natural ability for a lot of their wins.
But there it is. That's our first best of 3 over for tonight. It will be 2-0 in favour of Luminosity. We've got one more game coming up for you. It's going to be Without a Roof versus Cloud9.
Yes.
How long is that? About 45 minutes?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay.
So that'll be an interesting one as well because Slemmy joining Cloud9 from Without a Roof should have a perfect read on everything that they're going to try and do on that side if they can get any coordination going at all. Last night was a little bit of a struggle. We'll see then. 40 minutes, the second best of 3 in the ECS NA division.